Hey everyone, it's Shauna. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just going to do an updated everyday makeup routine. This is actually more of like a realistic everyday makeup compared to what I did before. Before I literally always leave my house with like a full face of makeup. Like regardless of what I'm doing, I could just be going to grab some bananas at the grocery store and I would put on, I kid you not, a full face of makeup, like full coverage, bake, contour, everything like that. But lately I've just kind of been, you know, simplifying my makeup routine, and yeah, so if you want to know how I got this look and how I do my makeup every day, just keep on watching. Okay, I'm actually just gonna like tie my hair up real quick because I hate having my hair in my face, you know, looking like a 10. Yeah, right. Okay, so I always start by priming my face. So I've been using the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizing Primer. My face is oily, but this one actually does keep my face pretty matte, but it does give a little bit of like a natural glow behind it. So I'm just going to apply that all over my face. And yeah, my skin is literally like the worst thing ever right now. I don't know why. I'm having like hormonal breakouts, my diet changed and everything. So like my body's telling me to like calm the hell down, you know? But I know this like really defeats the purpose of a luminizing primer, but for my skin type, for it being so oily, I just take the Mercier translucent powder and I'm just going to actually just dust a light layer of that all over my face on top of the primer. And this is just to keep my face matte throughout the day. And it just absorbs all the oil before I put on my foundation. So for my foundation, I'm just using the Ordinary Serum foundation. This is such a lightweight foundation. I am obsessed with it. It is actually pretty good with its coverage for like such a lightweight foundation that it is, since the consistency is literally just soft, like liquid. The shade I'm using is in 2.1p, which is in medium. So I'm just going to shake that up and I'll show you how like liquidy it is. I don't know if you can tell, it's really runny. I only use like half a pump, maybe just like a third of a pump, but not a full pump because I don't really need that much. So I'm just taking a brush. It is the Luxie Beauty 660 Precision Foundation. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that and just apply that all over my face in circular motions. And I like using brushes for these sorts of foundation, since whenever I use a beauty blender for these, it just absorbs all the product and it's just a waste, you know? So the cover is like a very light coverage. It's like a barely there look, but it does even out my skin tone quite a bit, which is all I need for an everyday type of look. It's definitely buildable though. Like if you want to have like a full coverage, just put on another layer and you're good to go. Alright, and for concealer, lately I've just been using the Anastasia Creme Contour Kit. Not because I love it, it's just I just want to get rid of it. I don't want to throw it away though because it's like a waste and a waste of money, but I'm just trying to use up these two concealers. So what I do is just use my fingers into the palette and I mix both of the concealer shades and then I just pat it underneath my eyes. Like it's not a bad concealer or anything, but I just prefer like a liquid concealer that I could just apply out of the tube, because this is just like an extra step of me just putting my fingers in the pot, you know. And I just put whatever I have left on my eyelids to cover those little veins. So after that concealer's on, I go back to that foundation brush I used earlier just to blend out all those harsh lines. I'm gonna try to use the concealer to cover my little friend here who doesn't pay rent to be on my face. You know, just try my best. Okay, so to set my under eyes, I'm just using the Bare Minerals translucent duo powder. So I already like finished up the translucent powder of it. This is amazing. I loved it. It set my under eyes so perfectly. And all I have left is the like glowy kind of powder. I'm not too big of a fan of this, but honestly I just want to get rid of all my makeup. I haven't bought makeup lately because I just want to get kind of rid of all the stuff that I already have. So I'm just gonna use it up. It's not bad or anything, it's just it does give a little bit of a glow, and I usually like my under eyes a little matte, but since it is warmer, it is summer, I don't mind it as much as I did during the colder seasons, because you know what, we all want that glowy look, you know? And for the rest of my face, I am using the infamous Maybelline Fit Me powder. I've used this literally since I was in like middle school or something. It's just affordable and it works and it sets my face, and yeah, so I'm just going to use this with a flat top brush, and I'm in the shade 220 Natural Beige. So, you know, just gonna use a flat top brush and just really push that powder into my face to mattify it. And it's so crazy to think that I used to always go out with literally a full face of makeup regardless of what I'm doing. If I'm even going out to like grab groceries, I will literally put on a full face of makeup before I leave the house. But now the tables have turned and honestly I've just gotten lazier. Okay, so I'm just gonna let my face be for now, and I'm just going to move on to my eyebrows. My eyebrow routine hasn't changed since forever. So I'm just gonna brush it out, and if you want like an in-depth eyebrow routine or like how I do my eyebrows, let me know. And I'm using the Anastasia dip brow in the shade dark brown. But honestly, doing my brows isn't really rocket science anymore since my brows have been microbladed for the past, I think, 2 years. So all I do is just follow the shape. So I'm just going to line the lower part of my brow. And I use like a really light hand when I do my eyebrows since I don't want to have a Sharpie brow look when I don't have like a full face of makeup, you know? Then I just fill the tail in with most of the product. And whatever I have left, I just lightly fill in the front. Then I just take the spoolie and blend out the very front of my brow. Now I'm just going to move back onto my face. I am just going to contour it real quick. So lately I finally finished the Kat foundation in my palette, like thank god. I've been using those bronzers and like contour shades for the longest time, and when I finally hit pan on all of them I was like, but yeah, like loved it, but it's time for me to move on. So I am using the Pretty Vulgar Bronzed B in 113 Bronze Mannequin. This one is actually so good. It's so pigmented, so smooth, and I really like using warm bronzing shades when I bronze and cool when I contour. So I'm just using a little bronzing brush. It's not even a bronzing brush, it is the Moda Pro BMX 130 Pointed Blush Brush, but I've been using this for my bronzer since I got it, and it's perfect for it. Then I'm just going to just warm up my face. I don't really have to be precise in this part. I just want to look like a bronzy princess. So yeah, I like to do like circular motions. I use a super light hand too, especially with this bronzer. It's very pigmented, so. And sometimes if I want to like, you know, contour my face just a little bit more, I like to use flat top brush. It's like the knockoff bootleg version of the NARS one, but it's from eBay and it was only 99 cents, so I mean it sheds a lot, but I guess the work done. So I'm just going to use this brush and going in with the Rodeo Beauty Instaglam Compact Deluxe Contouring Powder Face Sculptor and Definer. This is in the shade 03. It is just this cool tone bronzer, which is amazing since it's really good for, you know, chiseling out your cheeks. And then just focusing that onto my cheekbones. Put some on my hairline. Same with the other cheek. And this just gives like a little bit of extra definition, which is what I need because I have like a big face, so, and like a 5 head. So you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? And then I'm just going to put a little bit on the sides of my nose because I can't afford a nose job. Just like that. And honestly, whatever I have excess on my brush, I don't put on eyeshadow or anything because I don't have time for that. So my go-to is just putting bronzer on my eyelids, so I just kind of dust that over my eyelids like so, just to, you know, give my face some more color. Sometimes I skip blush, sometimes I don't, but I'm just trying to clear out all my makeup and hit pan. I should have just started a Project Pan, honestly, but this is the MAC Gingerly blush. Amazing blush. I love this shade. It suits my skin tone so nicely. And sometimes I always apply too much blush, but honestly it doesn't really bug me because blush is the first thing that like fades from my face anyways when I put on makeup. So by the time I'm ready out the door and stuff, like half my blush is already gone. And of course I'm gonna add some highlighter. I'm of course using the Rodeo Drive Ofra highlighter. I'm literally hitting pan so nicely on this though, so that's so good. So I can start using another highlighter. So I'm just going to use the Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. Like, I love these brushes. I got it from like my BoxyCharm boxes a while back, and like I've just been using it ever since. Take a little bit of the highlighter, tap off the excess, and just, of course, highlight my cheekbones. And what I love about this highlighter, and which is why I use it literally every damn day, is because it's more of like a sheen and not a glitter, because I don't know how I feel about glittery highlighters. Unless I'm like going out, I might consider it, but this is just such a natural highlighter. It's amazing. I love it. We love it. We love her. Then I'm just going in with a smaller brush, if I could find it. There we go. And I like to apply that onto the corners of my eyes. And a little bit on the brow bone. As usual. You know, nothing new. And then I'm going to highlight the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose as well. And my cupid's bow. I'm just going to curl my eyes real quick. I don't really press too hard, I just kind of pump it a few times just to curl it a tiny bit. And if you guys have been following me for a long time, you used to know I used to have like 0 eyelashes. Like, I put on like 80,000 layers of mascara and you just wouldn't see anything. Like, I literally had like 3 eyelashes. Like, I had SpongeBob lashes. But I have been using Eye Envy for the past year and a half, I think. Maybe 2 years almost. And honestly, like, that shit works. Like, it actually works so well. So for mascara, I'm just using the Too Faced Better Than Sex. And just applying a super light layer. Nothing too special. I'm not going to pack on 40,000 layers. And lastly, I'm just going to line my lips. My lip color usually changes every single day, but recently I've just been using the exact same lip color every damn day. So I've just been lining my lips with the Joiye Cosmetics lip liner. This is in the shade AJIA, and this is, I think, a local product in Edmonton, so I can link their products down below. I'm pretty sure they ship worldwide. I don't know. I hope they do, because like this lip liner is bombs. It's so smooth and I need to sharpen it. So just give me 1 second here. A nude shade that I love. Just going to line my lips. And I do overline just a teensy bit just to give my lips a little bit of a pout, you know. Then I just fill in my lips. And this is such a beautiful color. It's not too nude, it's not too pink, because I cannot do like a Barbie pink. I can't do pinks. So I've just been obsessed with this. But some days I like to add a little bit of gloss, because like gloss is in right now. So the 2 glosses I've been using is either the Fenty Beauty, of course, the Gloss Bomb, is it what it's called? Yeah, the Gloss Bomb. Or I also use the Tarteist lip paint. This is in InstaFamous. It's such a beautiful glitter. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but as you can tell, it has these beautiful glitters, but when you put it on your lip, like, you have no glitter on your lip. It's just a nice little sheen. I think today I'm going to use the Tarte one, and I just apply a light layer over my liner. And that's about it for my everyday makeup routine, my updated makeup routine. As you can tell, I use a lot of products that were like hitting pan, I'm trying to get rid of. So if you want me to do a project pan, I would gladly do it. Like, I've seen so many on YouTube already, so I'm kind of down to do it. So let me know if you want me to do that in the comments down below. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up, favorite this video, and subscribe. And I'll see you soon.